How Ubisoft's Rabbids become intertwined with Nintendo's Mushroom Kingdom, featuring Mario and friends, is unimportant. You might not like Rabbids-style toilet humor going in, but there's an admirable and wholehearted commitment in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle that triumphs in creating a magical game world that is undeniably delightful, and within it houses a deep, challenging, turn-based tactical combat system. The invasion of dim-witted Rabbids brings out the sillier side of the Mushroom Kingdom, but with some interesting extra weirdness. The humor is self-aware, a little more twisted, and conscious of the real world. But there's so much charm packed into every cartoony crevice of Mario plus Rabbids. Everything from the vibrant world, the incredibly expressive enemy animations, right down to the chuckle-worthy text descriptions of every item makes it hard not to find something that makes you smile. But the most significant and strangest disruption to the lives of the Mario Brothers, aside from their new creepy Rabbid doppelganger allies, are guns, explosives, and the imperative to use them. If you're familiar with the Firaxis reboot of the XCOM series, you know what to expect. Turn-based conflicts take place on a gridded, isometric battlefield where projectile weapons, cover, and flanking are the major focus. However, Kingdom Battle twists that design heavily by introducing abilities and options that encourage a more aggressive style of fighting, as well as situational urgencies to create a faster-paced, more exciting ebb and flow to battle. Unlike other tactical games, combatants are allowed to perform movement, attacks, and special abilities in a single turn and in any order. This means using a special ability doesn't stop you from attacking during that same turn. Movement doesn't need to be your first consideration, and you don't need to finish performing all actions with one character before using another. Characters can also use their movement phase to attack. You can select enemies to dash into on the way to an endpoint. You can also reach out-of-range locations by moving into allies and letting them give you a boost, a technique called Team Jump. A variety of special abilities across characters allows you to perform actions like buff weapon damage, scare enemies away from a location, and attack on enemy movement, a parallel to XCOM's Overwatch ability. Altogether, the flexibility of how these abilities can be used and how they can be combined, as well as the reward incentive for exceptional performance, means that you're pushed to perform elaborate team maneuvers every turn and take big, satisfying risks. Finding chances to perform complex action strings and having them pay off is incredibly exhilarating, and it's in these moments where Kingdom Battle is its best. But these moments don't happen all the time, and they're not always worth the risk. Reaching these highs is all the more sweeter since the combat design constantly keeps you on your toes. Most cover is easily destroyed, for example, and a firing position you set yourself up in at the end of your last turn can just as easily be vaporized by the first enemy to act, leaving you completely exposed to follow-up attacks. You could be hit by a weapon with a super effect, potentially setting you on fire and causing you to run out of cover like a maniac, or block your ability to use certain actions. Enemy Rabbids can be highly aggressive and cunning, especially in later stages. You could also be the cause of your own demise, since friendly fire is a factor, and the more powerful characters like Peach and Rabbid Mario specialize in large area of effect damage. On top of that, you'll have to keep in mind the long cooldowns on secondary weapons and special abilities, as well as your party's health status. A close victory could mean that using the same team members in the next fight puts you at a disadvantage. Kingdom Battle's combat will have you agonizing over every facet of every possible action during each of your turns. Thankfully, agonizing is made easy because of the game's clean combat interface and the clear communication of pertinent information. At a glance, you can see the kinds of actions your team can still perform in a turn. Full and half cover is clearly marked, and the visual design of arenas makes it obvious what is and isn't destructible. Kingdom Battle uses a numerical percentage system to denote the chance for an attack to make contact, but the only numbers you'll see are 0%, 50%, and 100%, meaning you know what the hit outcome of your attack will be with confidence, or you'll be completely certain that the outcome will be uncertain. There's a larger variety of chance when it comes to status effects, but at no point will you throw your hands up in frustration because Peach missed a 90% probability shotgun blast to a Rabbid's stupid face. The game also gives you the option to completely respec character skill points on a whim and restart a skirmish at any time, both without punishment. So you might find yourself in a losing battle due to a completely terrible team composition, but Kingdom Battle encourages you to experiment with different strategies by restarting the mission, resurveying the battlefield, swapping out team members, and completely changing their abilities in order to suit the situation. The result is that despite its difficulty, Kingdom Battle gives off a feeling of encouragement much more than it does frustration in its mechanical design alone. Outside of the battles, you run Mario and friends through the silly light-hearted world of a mushroom kingdom that's been invaded by butt-scratching Rabbids, and spending time in this world is the perfect dose of positivity to keep you going after a tough fight. It's the seamlessness of this world which gives Kingdom Battle its greatest feeling of character and place. Exploration and puzzle segments blend into battle arenas, and a small checkpoint banner is the only distinction between stages. Each world feels like a huge, tangible location as a result. Mildly challenging puzzles occasionally gate the way forward, but never halt the pace of events, and mainstays of Mario platforming games like Red Rings and Coin Rooms provide the odd distraction every once in a while. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle exudes offbeat optimism that never dissolves. It's a consistent delight no matter how challenging the road becomes, because Kingdom Battle's unique turn-based tactics system is in every way a pleasure to engage with. Coupled with the annoyingly infectious allure of Rabbids, and the always delightful world of the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is an implausibly engrossing formula that is positively challenging and endlessly charming.